Hi guys, this is Ishan Durrani, and today is the 8th session. So basically today we will be learning these concepts. One is blur event, uh, and then is aligning the images vertically on the mobile and horizontally on the desktop. And after that we'll see some events which are chained together, which are which will execute sequentially in a sequential order, one after the other. Okay. So without any further delay, let's get to the job and implement the blur event on a text box. So let's see how it works. So coming back to my HTML file, I have named it as 8.html since it's the 8th session. So first of all, let's create a text box here. Input type is equal to text. Let's name it something like my text box. My text box. Closing it. Let's also add a placeholder. Placeholder is the text which show when inside the text box on page load. So you can enter anything in the placeholder. So basically, it is a guidance for the user, for which tells the user what to enter into that text box. So since we are checking the blur event, checking the blur effect event, okay. So I'll head back to the HTML to the browser. Okay, this is our text box checking the blur event. So you can add a bit of padding. Style equals to padding, say 1 rems. Let's add 1 rem padding and border 2 pixels solid green. And let's give a background color of something different today. Background, say, let's give a background of any random 6 digits hexacode. Let's see what comes up. So this is yellow. Okay, so I'll just refresh the page. So you can see the placeholder show inside. So let's implement a blur event and switch on. Let's switch on the console, just aligning it vertically. So I want that when blur event fires when you focus inside uh, our text box. Let's also implement the focus event also. The focus event fires when you click inside the text box, and when you focus outside and click somewhere else on the page outside after focusing into the text box, the blur event fires. So let's try to implement both and see how they work. Okay, I would suggest that we show the console messages so that we can know that that particular event fired. Excuse me. So in the jQuery section, we have a document ready. I will write jQuery my text box dot focus function. I will just close it. Then just doing it quickly. So let's print a message in the console that we focused into the text box, into the my text box text field. Okay. Okay. I'll refresh the page, and as soon as I focus into it, you see we focused into the my text box text field. So we can make something to happen, like let's change the background. jQuery. Do you remember we used this? This means my text box, which is focused. So you can just use this inside the click event. This dot attribute or rather we can use .css. We are changing the background color, just the background color. Okay, background color, let's make it pink. Background pink. So let's see if on focus it changes to pink color. Guys, we need to refresh the page. So it says there is a syntax error on line number 23. So basically there is some syntax error here. So we can write it something like this, dot attribute style. Style is the attribute that we want to change, and let me pick up the existing style, inline style that we added, this one. Okay, I'll just copy it, and when I paste it, just in the background, I'll say make the background pink and keep the other styling just like how they were. Okay, let's see if it works. So just refreshing the page. Okay, it says still there is an error. There is something that it doesn't like. So let me write instead of this, if I use my text box, will that work? I think so. This is the style tag that we closed, and this is the script tag starting and closing. Let me refresh the page. For some reason there is an error on it on line number 23. So let me just roll this back a little bit when it was working, when we were just showing the console message. Okay, so I guess, guys, there was one bracket missing. I'll write again jQuery this dot css. First, let's try the simpler way. Background pink. Let's see if this works. So you can write comments after the brackets, like here the my text box click event is closing. Here the document ready event is closing. Okay, now I'll refresh the page. Did you see? We focused in the my text box field, and the color also changed to pink. So this was the blur, the focus event we implemented. Focus. Let us implement the blur event now. For that, I'll just copy paste this, and we can say my text box dot blur. Okay, we focused out of the text box. So for that, let's change the color to something else, something very good, to sky blue. Let's see if HTML can pick up the sky blue color. So I'll refresh. In the beginning, the color is yellow. We focused in into the my text box. The focus in jQuery event fired and changed the color to pink. And then we focused out. The focus out of the my text box text we fired, and it changed the color to sky blue. Okay. Now we can also add a click event on any button or on any other HTML element to change the behavior and the background or the look and feel of any other HTML element. Like, let me show you. Let us assign another click event on this button, and let's make this border thicker. Okay, currently it is 2 pixels. Let me show you. Its border is 2 pixels solid green. So let's make it say 8 pixels, or say 6 pixels solid pink. Okay, on clicking this button. So let us implement that. jQuery dot. So what's the name of that class name of that button? Let's see that. The class name is change. So on clicking the change button, guys, you will become used to with the syntax of the click events. So on clicking the change button, we want to change the my text. What is it? My text box dot css. What are we going to change? So there are multiple attributes. So we can write it like this. Again, guys, if there is an inline styling available already applied into the HTML, so best approach is to just grab the entire thingy and use the attribute like this. See, style, comma, and in this commas the existing CSS styling can come, and here you can assign the new thingy also. So we want the border to become, say, 6 pixels. It will be solid. There can be other options also, solid, ridge, or dotted. So let's make it dotted and pink color, we said, huh? Okay, so this will be interesting. And we write here console.log. The text box border should become thicker and dotted. So let's see how it works. So I'll just come here and see the console is empty. I'll click this button. Did you see the button got dotted border and it is pink in color? So if I pinpoint this, okay, the focus event is also firing. Focus out is also firing. So I'll just refresh the page. Just observe the HTML of this part. As soon as I hit this button, this changed. Border 6 pixels, dotted pink. Okay, guys, you learned these new things. So now you can take full control of your HTML page and make the things dynamic. So this was our blur event, focus event, and the button click events to do something exciting on your page. Guys, let's implement something different. Um, if you learn CSS, in CSS there is a concept of media queries. Basically, they are used to arrange items on your page differently on different screen sizes. Like, for instance, on your mobile you want the things to, for example, there are 3 images, you want them to show vertically stacked together, but on a desktop you want them to be stacked horizontally. So without wasting any time, let's implement and show 3 beautiful cartoonish images of trees. On desktop we'll show them horizontally, but on mobile we want to stack them vertically on all the screen sizes below 650 pixels. And for that, you are going to learn this new thingy called matchMedia. Like we have in CSS programming language, we have media queries. In jQuery, we have matchMedia. This is a secret weapon, guys, that I'm telling you today. For all screen sizes below 650 pixels, will make the images show vertically. For normal horizontal screens, we'll show them, for desktop, we'll show them horizontal. Okay, so let's implement this. For this, I have created this div whose class name is tag. I'll quickly create image source, excuse me, source slash, I'll write the path image. It's called tree.webp. Webp image type is extremely lightweight. I'll just add 3 images here, and let's quickly refresh the page. So you see 3 images. So you see 3 images together. Okay. So actually, I have already applied their styling here. The styling says stack is the parent element, and there are 3 images in it. Let me show you like this. This is first image. This is the second copy. This is the third copy, and here is my parent div closing. Okay. Let's keep it simple. Let's remove the input part and the other jQuery that we added. Okay, this way. Now focus on this. Display flex direction row, align items center, and justify content center. These two commands align them center like this. They are aligned. See their sides, their edges are equal, horizontally and vertically. Okay, if I refresh the page, you can see they are equal in alignment, horizontally and vertically. You don't see any tree going up or down. They are fully aligned, center aligned. Okay. Now this is a desktop. I want them to be aligned vertically, stacked together on a mobile screen, on all mobile screens that are below 650 pixels. For that, we can use the matchMedia. So we'll write something like this. If window matchMedia max dash width is 650 pixels, if this matches, if on page load on document ready, if the width of the screen is 650 pixels or below, which means that it's a mobile device, then implement this jQuery. We'll implement this to the stack div. You can also write it like this, guys, div.stack, just to pinpoint it. But since there is only one stack on the page, you can write dot stack dot attribute style. You'll just say flex dash direction column. So we are just making the items to be flexed vertically in a column rather than a row. So this flex dash row, which was the default behavior, is changing to flex dash column. So let's see how it works. So this is horizontal, and if I go below, let's see if this fires. So what we can do is we can also place a console message. This is a mobile device. So stacking things vertically. So we are making a different arrangement or sequence of items on a mobile device. So I'm just refreshing the page, and I'm interested in the console, in this part, in the Chrome DevTools. I'll come here, and guys, there is an option here. If I stack it like this, if I pinpoint here, did you see that? So there's an option here. Yeah. On the mobile devices, I want this to be like this. So on the mobile devices, you can see they are stacked vertically. So this is all because of matchMedia, guys. Did you see that this is a mobile device, so stacking the things vertically. So if you just inspect this, flex dash direction is column. Okay, but the thing is they are not center aligned. So for that, what we can do is we can copy the entire thingy from here till here, and I'll just make this like this, and flex dash direction is column, align dash item center, justify content center. This will make the things come in the center as well. It will centralize the tree images. So I'll just refresh the page. See, did you see the trees are center aligned? So guys, you learn this new powerful thing. So if I go make it responsive, okay, for desktop, you see it's horizontal. So as soon as I go below 600, 600, 600, 600, yeah. If I go below 600 and I need to refresh the page. Guys, if I am above 600 and I refresh the page, it should not be stacked. Okay, like this. See, it will come always, it will come horizontally in a sequence. And if it is less than 600, just observe this number. Okay, this is 635. If I come here 562 and just refresh the page, it will come in the center and stack vertically. So this is very powerful. So today you have learned that by default you can give a different styling, and on using matchMedia you can give a different, you can arrange the things differently on a web page, and this is called desktop first approach. There is also another approach which is called mobile first approach, where you style the main layout for a mobile and use media queries or match media thingies for the desktop screens or the bigger screens. So I hope you liked this video. So guys, it's getting a bit bigger. So I'm just concluding here. Please don't forget to subscribe, and you can also comment if you have any questions. You can contact me, and don't forget to hit the bell button so you can get all the updates. I'm determined to make 100 videos on jQuery, all the practical skills I learned in the last 25 years. Okay guys, thank you very much.